Yo, what's good, guys? We are finally updating our top 5 players at each positions. It's been about 3 weeks since the last one, so this is overdue. Now remember, this game is super subjective, so take these rankings with a grain of salt. They're based on my own personal experience playing online, both using these cards and going up against them. I know some of these cards torch me every single time I go up against them. At this point in the game, we're really talking swing preference and quirks making the difference because pretty much every card has comp attributes now. So yeah, it's already subjective and now it's even more so. My criteria, same as last time, primary position only, because if I didn't do it that way, I probably would have had the same 10 guys just mixed all around in different positions, and I didn't want to do that. Of course, this is very meta chasing. We're abusing the meta, trying to sweat every single rank game out there. And obviously, this is 110% biased. This is just my opinion. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss out any future updates. Also, join our Discord. Link is in the description. You can drop your lineup questions there or just come hang out. We're building a community here. And of course, drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Let's see if we can hit 30 likes again, because last time this video went crazy. And as always, I will have chapters and a pinned comment with timestamps, so you can just skip around if you're only here for a certain position. Alright, let's get into it. Starting things off with the catcher position, I do have a couple of honorable mentions. Adley Rutschman, he's still here just because he's a switch hitter, and as you can see, the stats are not too bad, nothing too crazy. If you like defensive catcher for some reason, I don't really rate defensive catchers in this game. I don't think it's relevant at all. Then he is a good option because he's a switch hitter. He's going to play good defense, but stats are not. I think they're very dated by now, and he's quite expensive. So if you didn't have him when he came out, then I don't think he's worth it. And Salvi, it really pays me not putting this guy in the top 5. Salvador Perez, he always has one of the best swings in the game, but his stats against lefties are bad. They're awful. 98 contact and 100 power, I believe. So it's not good. Being maxed out against righties with contact and power, I'm pretty sure he has maxed out clutch too. Is good with having one of the best swings like ever. I know he has a huge fan base. A lot of people really enjoy his swing, but he cannot play a lick of defense. He's going to be even worse than Cal Raleigh, so that's a huge dent. Yes, he can play first base, but are you really going to play this card at first base where he is a pseudo lefty? He's basically a lefty batting righty, so I don't think he really fits the meta with all the left-handed pitchers that are running around. Let's move on to the actual top 5. Obviously, Cal Raleigh, he is the best catcher in the game. I think he's going to be the best catcher in the game until they released a 99 juiced Jorge Posada. They have to release it this year with all the switch hitting meta. They are going to release a very, very juicy Jorge Posada at some point of the year. Until then, I think Cal Raleigh should be your catcher, if not at least your DH. You cannot argue with maxed out power, pretty much maxed out contact against both sides. Switch hitter in the meta, I think he's perfect. Only downside with him is he doesn't have the best quirks. Pretty sure he only has breaking ball hitter, so you probably should be sitting off speed when you're batting with him. And his swing is not for everybody. Again, some people will call out the defense. I've been throwing out Beltran a lot lately. I don't know what's happening with the game. I don't know if it's just a bad server. My opponent doesn't know what the hell he's doing on the base paths. But I've been throwing Beltrans and Eli de la Cruz out a lot with him recently. I don't know how, but that's that. And honestly, I don't care if my opponent gets free bases. I take the bat any day of the week that ends with a Y. I've said that ever since he came out. Ted Simmons, probably the second best catcher in the game right now. He has very good contact, over 90 power against both sides. His swing is fine. It's nothing too crazy. And you're not going to run into the same problem that you were if you used the
Pretty sure that was a Silver Slugger award card. The 90 overall collection for doing the NL Central Division. He was a collection reward. Everybody was using him at the start of the year because he was like the best catcher in the game. But his power is very bad. A lot of the perfects you hit were lineouts or doubles. You're not going to run you're not going to have that problem with this card. If you hit a perfect, it's going to be a home run. I've used him a couple times and he's fine. He's good defensive catcher that can play third, left, and first. I've seen a lot of people using this card at first base, and I don't know why, but he has made a ton of mistakes for me and for my opponents as well. At best, he blocks the ball. He never makes a diving play. He always is watching hard liners, hard grounders. He's not very good. I don't know how, but because he has very high fielding stats and he's not playing out of position at first, but he's made a shit ton of mistakes for me and for my opponents as well. So just keep that in mind if you are going to use this guy at first. But he has some very decent quirks, I'm pretty sure. He has unfazed, breaking ball, and dead red. Let me just double check that because I want to make sure. Yeah, I was correct. Unfazed, if you don't know what unfazed means, is you get a little bit of a boost on a 2-strike count. What it actually boosts, I don't know if we know. I don't have that information with me. I'm sorry. I just know the best 5 quirks in the game, at least in my opinion, are unfazed. You get a boost on your hitting stats, attributes, when you're on a 2-strike count. Dead red, you get a boost when you're swinging at a fastball. Breaking ball hitter, I don't think I have to explain that one. Bad ball hitter, you get a boost when you're swinging at balls outside of the strike zone. So you get fluky home runs and fluky hits. You are going to be cheating your opponent. And the last one is first pitch hitter. We all love swinging at first pitches. Shea Langoliers, new face, another new face in the top 5. Defensive catcher, I'm pretty sure he has like a 99 arm with a couple of parallels on him. He has the pop time quirk, which you're going to be throwing out runners a lot with his arm. People are really going to thinking it twice if they're going to take off on you. He has a very Will Smith-esque swing. You know, I love Will Smith swings. Maxed out versus lefties. That's incredible for the meta. And he can hold his own against righties. He doesn't have bad stats. He has very good clutch. So if you can tolerate hitting righty-righty, and you don't get jammed with inside sinkers, then he is a very solid option if you're into defensive catchers. Will Smith, very similar to Langoliers. I don't know if I can say the bat is better. I think he has a better swing, but me personally, I hit like 400 Will Smith when I used him, but I had a very hard time just elevating the ball. I was hitting a lot of perfects for singles and doubles down the line. I was hitting the ball very hard, but I was having trouble elevating the ball. But he has one of the best righty swings in the game, in my opinion. Maxed out contact, maxed out clutch. I believe like 111 power versus lefties, over 90 power versus righties, so he's not terrible. He has pop time as well, so if you like to have some control on the base paths, he's got your back there. And he also has bad ball hitter, so some fluky home runs on inside sinkers and cutters. And Carlos Santana, I know it's pretty much a meme at this point with this guy. People clown on their opponent if they see Santana in their lineups because he came on in April. It's pretty much a meme. Like, using Santana in August is wild. But that just shows you how overpowered this card was when it came out. He was the first overpowered card. He was on par. He was probably better. I think he is better than Gil Hodges. And he came out a month into the game when not a lot of people had Beltran. Very few people had him back then. And this card came out. He was probably the second best card in the game. He's still viable. That swing plays great. You can play him at first. That's probably where you would like to play him. Catcher is not his best, but you can still play him at catcher. He's solid defensively. He's not bad by any means. Quirks, only bad thing, he only has on face, so you shouldn't be worried if you're on a 2-strike count with this card. But the swing, he plays above his stats. He crushes lefties. We're on a lefty meta. He fits that. The attributes versus right-handed pitchers, I don't think they matter. He just has a glitchy swing. You're not even going to notice the 84 power and 84 contact, and he's a switch hitter. Let's go on to first base. A couple of honorable mentions here. Warming Bernabel, he's a meme, one of the best names in the history of baseball. He's going to be a legend and will be remembered forever. Stats are fine across the board, very balanced card. 80 plus speed for a first baseman is very unique. He can also play third and second. If you're going to use this card, I probably would try him out at second. That's probably his best position. He's just here because of his name, honestly, and first base is at a horrid state, very putrid state. Frank Thomas, very tall. He doesn't have a good swing like Aaron Judge or Richie Sexton, so you're going to struggle, especially righty. He has a very slow swing. Good thing he crushes lefties. I think he has a 120 contact and power versus lefties, if I'm not mistaken. He has some good quirks: first pitch, dead red, breaking ball, and bat ball hitter. So very good on the quirks. He's going to crush lefties. He's very cheap now that everybody got the World Series Rewind pack. So he's like 8,000 subs. If you like his swing, I think he's a good platoon option for very cheap. And finally, Freddie Freeman. He was in my top 5 the last time we did this video. He's just outside looking in. And really, realistically, he's only here. He's only good because he he gives a very nice boost to the Dodgers. And we all know the tier 3 Dodgers boost is quite nasty if you're running a double boost with him and Blake Trinan. But he doesn't really have the power, and I hate hitting lefty. So for the top 5, like I said, this is a very disgusting top 5. But I have to do it by primary position. Otherwise, I would have people like Jimmy Rollins here, and I don't think that is going to be fun. Some people are going to be offended by that probably. But Gil Hodges, he's still here. Collection reward, NL collection reward. He's kind of made a comeback right now. I'm seeing him a lot. It feels like a week ago or so, I started seeing him a lot more again, because people they just stopped using this card. Honestly, not everybody enjoys his swing. He has a slappy swing, and it's weird that he's almost a push hitter, as slappy swings always tend to just pull everything, but he just doesn't work. I don't know. He has a very weird swing. Some people hit 400 with him, but the majority of the of the player base hits like 240 with him, especially against righties. He matches lefties though, but I don't know. He's a very weird card, and he has dead red and breaking ball, so some couple of nice quirks. Nick Kurtz, 0 quirks, maxed out versus righties. Very good card, very cool, a beautiful card art, but attributes on Hall of Fame, probably the highest difficulty that I would play this card. I wouldn't use this guy on Legend. I hate hitting lefty, you already know, and 60 vision is definitely going to make your life even harder at Legend. On Hall of Fame, he's probably still usable, but again, platoon bat at best. He is free and very easy to get, so if you're platooning like Nick Kurtz with Frank Thomas, if you can tolerate their swings, he's cool. Nick Kurtz has a very good swing. If you play co-op and you use this gold card, I match with that card, but I just cannot use this card. He's a platoon bat at best. Mark McGwire, is he worth 120,000 subs? Hell no. His swing is not as bad as it used to be earlier in the year with his All-Star card, where he was the first inning boss, one of the bosses in the first inning program. He has first pitch hitter, dead red, and breaking ball, so 3 of the 5 quirks you're looking for. His swing is not bad, maxed out power, so you're going to be hitting some fluky home runs, especially if you're swinging first pitch. I don't think the swing is good enough. I probably wouldn't use this card. And if you pull them, maybe try him out, but I'd rather just take 120k stubs for real. Matt Olson. I've always been a Matt Olson enjoyer. I really like his swing. Very high power, 117 against both sides. Problem, you're going to be seeing a lot of lefties. I'll just keep mentioning this all throughout the whole video, but it's just the reality of the game. It's very hard hitting lefty with the slider away this year. If that wasn't the case, I don't think that would be too much of a problem. And even then, some people would make the argument, well, I think it's quite easy to hit lefty. It's either a sinker inside or a slider away. So you're just basically seeing one of those two pitches. It's a 50-50. For me, it's still very hard to hit like whatever of those pitches. And I think, why would I go through that when I could just use a switch hitter or a right-handed batter? But that's my opinion. Quirks, he only has bad ball hitter, so not amazing, but he's just a great bat. And he's 5,000 stubs, pretty sure. Yandy Diaz, last time I'm pretty sure I had this guy on my honorable mentions. He cracks my top 5 now. I really like his swing, man. I really like this swing. When I used him for like 6-8 games. When he came out, I hit like 400 with him. Obviously, I was platooning him. I only used him against left-handed batters. And the problem with this card, I think you need to get him to P4 until he actually hits over 80 power against lefties. So you're probably going to be hitting a lot of doubles, if not lining out. So that's the only downside. But I really like this swing, and I actually took a couple of at bats against right-handed pitchers, and he wasn't too bad. Very good stats in my opinion, but I know his swing is not for everybody. But first base is very rough. Like it's rough. Let's just keep it at that. Let's move on to second base. We move on from the worst position in the game to one of the most stacked positions, second base. These are the honorable mentions. I got Matt McLain. If you're on Hall of Fame or Legend, you probably would never use this card, but I think it was a fun little one. If you're running a Cincinnati Reds team with Ellie, I think he could be a very fun card. He has under 100 contact and power against righties, but he's like 98, 97. He's up there, so a couple parallels, you will get him over 100. Has decent stats versus lefties. I really enjoyed his swing when I used him offline when I was grinding the program, and I also used him online. It was on All-Star, so maybe that's not a very good sign, but either way, I used him on All-Star online when I did the events for the Speedway program, and I really enjoyed his swing. 99 speed, 99 steal. He's a fun little card that will give you something different. Maybe you're just bored of the game at this point. You are done chasing the meta. You just want to have fun. He is a very nice under the radar card that I don't think I've seen anybody use this card. I really enjoyed him, so he's here. Gleyber Torres, I really wanted to put him in the top 5 again, but his defense is just so bad, and the stats are amazing. The swing is one of the best swings in the game. His swing is just amazing. He has dead red and breaking ball. No, he has dead red and bat ball hitter, my bad. So you're going to be crushing fastballs. Only downside is the defense. Again, I know I've already said that at this point of the game, I don't really care too much about the defense, but second base is one of those positions that I don't have high tolerance for errors. Ryan Sandberg, for a free card, he's very good. I don't think he cracks the top 5 for me personally, because I think his swing is trash. I think his swing is horrible. He has relatively low power for the state of the game. I know it's a Ryan Sandberg card. He's a 5-tool player. I know they would have had to lower his defensive stats and his speed to give him more power. I actually wouldn't mind that, but they decided to go this way. 90 speed, amazing defensive second baseman with a bad swing and low power. I don't think that's a recipe for success, in my opinion. I don't like cards that play like that. He has first pitch and dead red, so it's not like he has all the quirks in the game and then you're like, okay, then maybe I will get some fluky quirk home runs. No, I really thought he was going to make the top five, but second base is loaded, man. I really meant it when I said that. So the top five, Ketel, obviously, Ketel Marte, he's still here. He's probably going to be until MLB The Show 26 comes out. Every quirk in the game. This guy is one of the few cards that has every quirk that you're looking for. He actually has every quirk in the game. So, first pitch, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball hitter, and bat ball hitter. Every quirk in the game, switch hitter, mashes righties, mashes lefties too. His defense actually sucks, and I will say this: he's been putrid at second base for me. He's made a ton of errors. He never turns on any double plays unless it's someone like Cal Raleigh with 35 speed, and he plays better at left or right field. So just keep that in mind. I'm running him at second base because I have Ken Griffey, and I'm using, what's this guy name? Totally forgot about my team. My bad. I'm using Beltran, and let's just keep it. I don't want to go off topic here. Who cares what my team looks like? Rod Carew. Maxed out contact, very good clutch, very good swing. The power is a little bit low, and you're probably screaming like, why do you have this card here and not Ryan Sandberg? You always are yapping about lefty, how you would much rather hit righty. Yes, but he has the swing, he has maxed out contact, and the power is pretty much the same. And the defense, yes, Ryan Sandberg does beat him, but I think Rakaru has 10 times the swing that Ryan Sandberg has. And yeah, the contact definitely makes up for it. Chase Utley, another guy that you're going to be saying, how do you have this card over Ryan Sandberg? He's a very balanced card. He has like 100, in between 100 and 110 in every hitting stat, with perfect defense, 90 speed, I believe. Or is that Ryan Sandberg? I don't know. He's not slow, but he's not as fast as these guys. I just remember that. First pitch, dead red, and breaking ball. He has those three quirks going for him. He has a very good swing. Same thing with Carew. So I think I would rather use Utley's and Carew's swing over Ryan Sandberg's. And I don't think you're going to notice. I don't think that the difference in defense is going to be that noticeable as it is going to be at the plate. Bobby Grich. It really pains me that I had to bench this guy. I was mashing with this card. He was hitting everything for a home run. I'm pretty sure I only used him for like 10 games, but I hit 6 home runs with him. He only has that red. He crushes lefties, and he has no problem hitting against righties. One of the best offensive, probably the second best offensive second baseman. And his defense is not bad. It really pained me when I had to bench him. Honestly, I'm very surprised why I don't see him more often. Probably because he's not a very popular name, and you got guys like Chase Utley, who's very cheap now. Rod Carew is very cheap. Ryan Sandberg's a much bigger name, and he has very similar stats. So that's that. And lastly, Jose Altuve. I have him here because I'm biased. I know a lot of you would probably put Ryan Sandberg over him, but I really like this guy's swing. I used his live series at the start of the year. I was hitting for like 500 with his card. If you don't like the smallest strike zone in the game, then he's definitely not for you. And defense is going to be bad, but I say it's going to be on par with Gleyber Torres. The only downside is he's a midget, so he won't be getting to any balls. He's not going to make those diving plays very often, but the swing for me just plays and he has better hitting attributes than Ryan Sandberg. So for that reason, I have him over those guys here. He only has on-phase and breaking ball hitter, but I really love his swing, and I know a lot of people do. So I have him in my top 5. Continuing our theme of stack positions, we got third base, and look at the honorable mentions, man. Junior Caminero. Honestly, the only reason this guy didn't crack the top 5 is because he has no quirks. Defense is pathetic. Let's just keep it real. He's very bad on the field. He has one of the best swings. Well, I wouldn't say one of the best swings. His swing is very good. I know a lot of people mess with him. I really enjoyed his Joel card series at the start of the year, and I still like this card a lot. I was using him as a platoon DH for some time. I just stopped using him. I don't know. I don't even know why I stopped using him. Well, I got Bautista, that's why. And but the swing is beautiful. He's very expensive, so I don't think he is worth the stubs. Edgar Martinez just came out. He's literally a right-handed George spread with worse defense. If you value defense at third base, he's tall, so that's really much all you need. He has a good swing. Not for everybody, I will say. He has some decent quirks. First pitch, dead red, and breaking ball hitter. Ryan McMahon, elite glove. Sucks that you have to hit lefty, but even then, he has some decent stats against lefties. He's one of the best cards that came out the other day. Again, only problem, do you really want to burn a left-handed bat on your lineup on Ryan McMahon at third baseman? Probably not. If he had better quirks, I would have considered him over. Nah, he wouldn't crack the top 5 either way, but he only has first pitch, so just one good quirk. The actual top 5: Chipper Jones, J-Ram, they're still here. Chipper Jones, I have not seen him as often as I used to, but I don't know why people that are on a budget don't use this card. He has one of the best swings in the game, switch hitter, first pitch, dead red, and breaking ball. Some very nice quirks, some very decent quirks, and he's amazing. He plays amazing defense. Dick Allen, I know he's a collection reward. He's expensive. But honestly, this dude has one of the best swings against lefties in the game. Maxed out stats. He only has dead red, but I've really enjoyed using this card. He hits a lot of home runs against lefties. You don't even have to put a very good swing on the ball. It's going to fly out of the park. George Spread, new chase card. I said he's very similar to Edgar Martinez, but he can actually play some defense. Maxed out contact. His power is not great though, but his swing is just so good. So if you want someone that's not going to hit a lot of home runs, but you're probably going to be hitting a lot of doubles and singles, he's your guy. Is he worth 180,000 subs? No, definitely not. He does have some good quirks though. Unfazed, dead red, breaking ball, and bat ball hitter. So very good for those sinkers inside. Bat ball hitter is one of the best swings, for one of the best quirks. You're going to be fluking your opponent a lot, even if you get jammed. J-Ram, great defender. He can play first. If you know, you know. Unfazed, dead red, breaking ball, and bat ball hitter. So same quirks as George Spread. He's very short, so that's the only downside with him. He's not going to get to a lot of balls at third, and he doesn't have the best arm, which is what I really look for in a third baseman. It's they being tall and having a host. He doesn't have that, but he still plays very good defense. He's going to make a lot of per-handed plays as well. So he's not a slouch by any means. He has the swing. You may worry about his power against lefties, but I don't think you're going to notice it. He just has one of the best swings in the game. Carlos Correa, very expensive card if you didn't have Santander already. But you know, one of the best righty swings in the game. He's very tall. He's going to play perfect defense at third base. He has first pitch and breaking ball here, so not the best quirks. I think my two favorite quirks are probably bat ball hitter and dead red, but not too shabby with Carlos Correa. One of the best swings, amazing defense. Only downside is he's very expensive, but so far I've really enjoyed him. I think he's one of the most fun cards that we've had so far recently. All right, let's go on to shortstops. Shortstop is a very top-heavy position in my opinion. Honorable mention, Frankie Lindor. Really pains me not having him in the top 5. I used him for like 50 games. He was on my squad. He played second. He played short. He played first base. He was all over the place for me. He was very good. It really pained me that I had to bench him, but that's just how it is. I'm chasing the meta. I'm chasing those wins, so I had to bench him. First pitch, unfazed, breaking ball, and bat ball hitter. So very good quirks, 4 out of the 5 that you're looking for. And he's not. He's very cheap now. I think he's like 20k probably, right? Sitting around 20k, 15k. Willie Castro, this card still plays. Again, he came out right around Carlos Santana, and he's still relevant, especially if you play on Legend or Hall of Fame. Power is a little low. You're definitely going to be hitting a lot of doubles against the wall, or maybe even lineouts if you're not on course. But I really like this card. He's played very good defense. He has a hose. He has the 86 speed, so that's always nice. The only reason why I don't have him, probably the biggest reason why I don't have him in the top 5 as a shortstop, is because his new threats card can actually play shortstop too, and I didn't want to include 2 Willie Castros in one video, so that's that. But I really love Willie Castro this year. So the actual top 5: Ethan Holiday, expensive. He's not as expensive. I'm pretty sure you can get this collection done with like under 200k easily, especially with the grindable conquest map. He has one of the best swings in the game. Call me crazy, but I think his swing plays a lot like Ken Griffey's. Very good swing, and he plays some solid defense. He crushes the ball. For a guy that doesn't have any quirks, he really plays above his stats. One of the best swings in the game. Honestly, he really surprised me. I thought at first I was using him on the event, so I was playing on All-Star, and I thought, well, it's probably because I'm playing on All-Star, but I tried him out on Hall of Fame, and he was still matching for me. Leodalis DeVry, 0 quirks. He's pretty much Jimmy Rollins, a taller Jimmy Rollins, with obviously not as fast as Jimmy, but with no quirks. Jimmy Rollins does beat him on quirks, but he also has a very good swing. I know some people have really struggled with J-Roll, so you may sell him, take the 100k pay cut, and use the DeVry, save those 100k stubs. That's an option for you. J-Roll, I suck with him. I'm battling through it. I'm hitting like 200 with him. Didn't help that I started using this card when I was playing on Legend. On the Weekend Classic, I went like over 14 probably with a card. Now I'm getting up there. I'm slowly getting his average back up. First pitch, breaking ball, and bat ball hitter. He can play everywhere, literally everywhere on the field. He has, I think, like 99 fielding, something like that. So he's very good. I have him currently at first base. I know that's kind of insane having a midget at first base, but he has not made a single error, so he's fine there for me. He's one of the best shortstops, period. Willie Adames, breaking ball and bat ball hitter. For a free card, honestly, he is 92% of what Carlos Correa is. Honestly, he's fast. He's going to play amazing defense. He has a very good swing, in my opinion. Maxed out against lefties. I think you should be using this card if you don't have literally a God Squad in every card in the game. He makes every lineup that's not a God Squad with Bautista and Carlos Correa and all of the cards, all of the best cards. If you don't have all of the cards in the game, J-Roll, Ketel Marte, he has to be in your lineup, in my opinion. Very good swing. I really enjoyed his swing. And finally, Eli De La Cruz, my shortstop. I think he's the best shortstop in the game, like pure shortstop that you're going to use him at short. Best defensive shortstop in the game. He's like 6'6", 99 speed, 99 arm with very high reaction. That's all you're looking for at your shortstop. He's going to make a lot of diving plays, a lot of jumping plays. He's amazing. He has some very decent quirks as well, and his swing is very good. First pitch, dead red and bat ball hitter. So a lot of fluky home runs. I've hit a lot of fluky home runs with this card. I think he is amazing. He's been one of my best cards consistently for ever since he came out. Honestly, I love this card. I think he should be your shortstop. I don't care what difficulty you play in. Let's go on to the outfielders now. Left field, one of the weakest positions in the game as well. Honorable mentions: Timmy Raines, Switch hitter, 99 speed, very good defense. You can bond with this guys if you're into that. Quirks, dead red, and bat ball hitter. Power, that's really what hurts this card in my opinion. Under 80 power, but parallel 3 or parallel 2, so not amazing. But cheap switch hitter with speed. Some people really enjoy that archetype. Do you? Jaren Duran. I really wanted to include this guy. As you will see, I have a right-handed batter that's very similar. And I know his swing is very good. I really enjoyed his summer card earlier in the year. He only has first base. If he had better quirks, I probably would have included him in the top 5. I know he also has one of the biggest fan bases in the game. But I just, if you're a lefty, I really look at you differently. It is what it is. Top 5, Eric Davis, that guy that I just mentioned. I think he's better than Jaren Duran just because he's a righty. I know you're screaming at your screen. Like, he has one of the worst swings in the game. Honestly, he's just a stance. He's such a weird stance, but the swing is actually very good. I've used his card, and he's very fine. 99 speed. His defense is not the best. The fielding and reaction is not the best, but the speed will make up for it. You can steal bases, and he crushes lefties. I'd rather use Eric Davis than Jaren Duran, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know if you agree with me or you disagree with me in the comments. Schwarby, one of the best bats in the game, period. Maxed out power, bat ball hitter, and breaking ball. This guy just destroys me. Even if I'm using a lefty, he always hits at least one home run off of me every game. I know a lot of people use him at DH, but like I said, corner outfielders, I don't really care about that defense that much. I think he's usable. Like, if you just suck it up and take the home run with 2-3 balls that he won't be able to get because he's slow and he has bad reaction, then so be it. Manny Ramirez, every quirk in the game, so like it tell. First pitch on face, dead red, breaking ball, and bat ball hitter. Amazing quirks, very good swing. This card does not have the dreads problem, lag in your game, so you're cool with that. 100k, is he worth 100k? Well, that depends. If you really like his swing. He can hit righty, no problem. Amazing stats. Defense, he's usable. He's going to be better than Schwartz, but he's not the best either. If you really like him, you really enjoyed watching Manny Ramirez in real life, you're a big fan, and you like his swing, then he's probably worth it to you. Gun to my head, what do I say? What do I think? Gun to my head, I have to say I don't think he's worth 100,000 subs, 120,000 subs, but that's just my opinion, probably because I have every card in the game. Ted Williams, another collection reward, shocker. All the expensive cards are in the top 5. Dead red, breaking ball, and bat ball hitter, so not crazy, nothing too crazy for an old timer with the quirks. We know how they like juicing the legends with all of the quirks in the game. Not for Ted Williams. Maxed out contact and power against righties. Maxed out contact versus lefties too. I don't know why I just said it like that, but power against lefties, he can hold his own. Some people love his swing, absolutely adore his swing. I like his swing. He's cool. He's one of the best bats in the game for sure. But again, he's a lefty. I don't use him anymore, to be honest. Him and Gil Hodges have been gone from my lineup for at least a month. And the best left fielder in the game, probably the best left fielder in the game until MLB The Show 26 comes out. So if you can afford this card, you need to go and get him. Willie Castro, not only can he play everywhere except first and catcher, and he could probably play first base on a very heavy out of position penalty if you have him P5. I have not checked how bad does he get, but I'm pretty sure he can play there as well. So he can play everywhere. Only real downside with this card is he only has bad ball hitter as his only quirk, but the swing is good. He has power now. He can play great defense everywhere. I'm pretty sure he gets to 80 speed on P4 or P5. So yeah, I think he's definitely probably the second best card, like overall card in the game. I think he's the second best card in the game behind Carlos Beltran because of his position versatility and him being a switch hitter. You're not going to need another left fielder if you decide to play him there. If you want to play him at second, short, third, right, center field, whatever you want to play him, he can play, and he's going to be in your lineup for the rest of the year. So if you can afford him and you've been thinking about getting him, maybe you're not sure, this is your sign. If you're watching this video and you've been thinking about Willie Castro, he's worth all your subs. He's definitely worth it, all your subs. He's going to be in your team for the rest of the year. If you're not sure, maybe you didn't use his Tops Now card, go try him out, see if you can hit him, because I don't want you to be locking in all your subs, going bankrupt for Willie Castro, and then it turns out that you don't like his swing and you can hit with him. So go buy his Tops Now card. It's a very similar card, and yeah, if you hit well with him, then just lock in for the 99. If you don't, just sell him. He's very cheap now, so it's not going to cost you that much of a rental anyways. Let's go on to center field. Cedric Mullins, our first honorable mention. No quirks, amazing swing. He has lower contact versus righties and higher power versus righties. He has very good contact versus lefties and low power versus lefties. So that's how I like my cards personally. I think that's the best splits that they can have. More contact against the same-handed, and more power against his handedness advantage. Very good swing, no quirks. He's going to play actually somewhat decent, very good defensive in center field. For a free card, this card is insane. I really wanted to include him in the top 5, but him having no quirks is really a turn off for me. And Jackson Churrio, he can play left, center, and right. Breaking ball hitter, the only good quirk he has, so at least he has one. He has a very good swing, 97 speed. He's going to play amazing defense. Pretty sure he has maxed out contact too. Power against lefties is a little low, but he does have a very good swing. So same thing with Mullins. I really wanted to put this guys in the top 5, but I just couldn't at the end of the day, because in the top 5 I got Bellinger. I think Bellinger, everybody loves his card. He can play first as well, a very weak position. I see a lot of people using this card in right or first base. So position versatility matters in this ranking. Only downside with this card is the quirks. Stats against lefties, I don't think they really matter. This swing is just so good. I don't use him because I cannot hit lefty, but this is one of the cards that destroys me every time that I see him, and which is basically every game. He's always hitting at least one home run against me. So I hate him, but I have to include him in the top 5. Mickey Mantle, the other guy that was on the just barely made the cut. Honestly, he's only here because he's a switch hitter and he has a couple of quirks. He has breaking ball and dead red, and he's a switch hitter, and he's going to play good defense. You can play him left or right or center field. I don't like his swing. I think he has a very bad swing, but he's a switch hitter, and he's not crazy expensive as he once was. I think it's like 40-50k, so probably worth it if you don't have Beltran. Byron Buxton, I love this card. Amazing swing, amazing stats, one of the best righty bats in the game that can actually play the field. I know people like to run this card on left or right. Probably wouldn't use him on center field unless you're on a crazy budget, but even then, he's like 80,000 stuffs now, I'm pretty sure. So he's not even that cheap. Maybe you pull them, or you probably locked him in for a rally. Everybody's running the big dumper. Dead red and breaking ball hitter, so a couple of good quirks. Ken Griffey. if I made this video 3 days ago, I probably would have said he is the second best card in the game and that he is the best bat in the game. Now that I have actually played more than one game against the left-handed starter, I will say no. At least for me, I cannot hit lefty to save my life. I started hitting 550 with this Ken Griffey card. I swear to God, all I faced have been lefties the last couple of days, this weekend. All the starters I have faced are left-handed pitchers, and I've sucked. I've struggled. I'm hitting under 300 with him. So I probably went like 0 for 15 at some point. He has the quirks: first pitch, dead red, breaking ball hitter, bad ball hitter. He has the perfect swing. He's going to play premium center field defense, or right or left, whatever you want, where you want to put him. He's going to be fine. He has a great cannon. He's taller than Beltran. They have very similar stats, so he's a taller Beltran basically, but he's not the switch hitter. And the king of the game, he's probably going to be the best card until I don't even know who could top this guy. Honestly, I think he's going to be the best card from day one all the way to the last day of the game cycle. Switch hitter, premium outfield defense, premium center field defense. He is amazing. He's probably my best bat, honestly. I just keep getting better and better with him. I really enjoy this card. Very good swing. First pitch and dead red, so not too crazy with the quirks, but he is MLB The Show 25. He is the man. This has been his year, and I think he's going to be the best card until we get a new edition of the game. If you don't have him, he's worth all the stops. I don't care if you think Mantle gives you 80% of what Beltran gives you. I really don't believe that. I don't think anybody comes close to this guy. Maybe that Willie Castro because of his position versatility, and he has a good swing, but what this man does is crazy. It's crazy, man. You should get him. I don't care that's too late in the year and you may think it's not worth it. He's worth all the stops. Trust me on that one. Let's go to right. And finally, we have right field. I had a little bit of a hard time doing this one. Honorable mentions. I got pretty much the same player, Dave Parker and Larry Walker. They pretty much have the same exact last name too. Left-handed outfielders that are going to play good defense. Dave Parker is a little bit faster, 99 arm, dead red and breaking ball hitter. Larry Walker, he also has a very good swing. I really love Dave Parker's swing. It's just he doesn't fit the meta. His power is a little bit low. It sucks that they release him at this point of the year. If they released this card 2 weeks earlier than the actual release date, I think he probably would have made a couple of God squads. And now I have not even seen him on a online yet, like not even on a budget team, and that's crazy to me. Yeah, I really enjoyed his swing. Larry Walker, 30k for a very similar card to Dave Parker. He has first pitch, dead red, breaking ball, bad ball hitter. So he beats him on quirks. They're going to play pretty much the exact same defense out there. Both have decent swings, but they just don't crack the top 5 because, yeah, you guessed it right. Top 5, Lance Berkman. He's still here. I know he's another guy like Santana that people are saying he's dated now, especially because of his power against lefties. But I really love his swing. I did take him out of my lineup, but I really want to put him back in there because he was the man. He hit a lot of clutch home runs for me. I love his swing. Switch hitter with a couple of good quirks. He can actually play first. He was one of the best. He was probably the best first baseman in the game for a hot minute. First pitch, dead red, breaking ball hitter. He actually plays very good outfield defense as well. I really like this card. Switch hitter, and he's extremely cheap now. Extremely cheap. You can probably get him for what, 100k, probably even less. And he's a voucher, so he's going to help you with those big collections coming soon. Aaron Judge. This card, man, some people hate him. I think he has a good swing. It's just the big ass strike zone, man. Honestly, that's all it comes down to. Because he's one of the cards that has every quirk in the game. First pitch on face, dead red, breaking ball, hitter, and bad ball. So 5 out of 5 on quirks. If you even blow a kiss on the ball, it's gone. He has insane power. Top that with the quirks. He has an insane bat. He fits the meta, and he can actually play the outfield. He's going to be a little bit slow, and he doesn't get the best reactions, even though his reaction is actually quite high for an Aaron Judge card. If you can tolerate the strike zone, he's very good. Obviously, he is a platoon bat because you're not going to be using this card against Ubaldo, against Clemens, and against Kluber. You're going to have a very hard time. Juan Soto. A week or two ago, when we didn't have a lot of goons, I probably would have put this guy in the honorable mentions just because of the defense. But I really value offense a whole lot more in this time of the year. I don't care if you're playing bad defense out there. If you're giving me the bat that Juan Soto gives you, he also has every quirk in the game too. So you're going to be hitting a lot of home runs, fluky home runs with this card. And he has one of the best swings in the game. First pitch on face, dead red, breaking ball, and bad ball hitter. So every quirk, he checks all the boxes. Great swing, lefty bat that can actually hit lefty. He's one of the few lefty bats that I don't really mind. Juan Soto, Ken Griffey, Jordan. He also has one of the best swings, and George Brett. But yeah, the bat is just too good, man. And with the Mets boots, if you're running the Mets boots with John Franco, he's going to be even better. Joey Bats. Obviously, he's here. Extremely expensive card. First pitch, dead red, breaking ball. He's going to play amazing defense relatively to their peers in this list. Amazing defense at right. He can actually play third base as well. So that's a plus. 99 arm. Very good swing. Actually, one of the best swings in the game, honestly. I've really enjoyed him. And he hits a lot of bullshit home runs. So that's good. And finally, we have Acuna. He's obviously here. 99 speed, 99 steal. He's very annoying to go up against. He's going to play amazing defense, although he doesn't have the best reaction and fielding. But 99 speed, and he's over 6 foot tall, so that always works. Only downside of this card, I don't know why they did this to this card, but no quirks. It's kind of stupid. I know his live series card also doesn't have any quirks, which I also think is dumb. But beautiful swing. I used him for like 5 games and I did all right with him. I hit like 300. I think I took him out of my lineup because I couldn't hit a home run. I don't know why. I was smacking the ball with his live series at the start of the year, but I just couldn't. I don't know what happened. It was probably me. He does have one of the best swings. But yeah, that's the top 5 for right fielders, right-handed pitchers. For right fielders, I'm gonna edit that out. Right fielders, that's the top 5, and it's going to be it. This is a very long video right now, so I'm sorry. I apologize. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. We are so close to hitting 100 subs, and honestly, I cannot tell you how happy and grateful I am for all the support that you guys have been showing, all of the comments that you leave. Yeah, it really helps me out, man. Join the Discord if you have not joined the Discord. We're going to start building a very big community. I just keep saying this every single video. Subscribe now so you have those OG bragging rights when we hit 100k subs, because I really believe we will get there. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you disagree with me or on some of my rankings, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always open to try out some new cards, especially at this point of the year where things are going to things will start to feel very stale, because every card is going to be a 99. So using a card for more than 10 games is going to be a little bit boring. and every card is comp these days. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe I'm sleeping on a card that you've been having a lot of success with. And yeah, subscribe if you're new. Until then, I'll catch you later.